receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He uncorks one deep. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Back to throw, it's Morton. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks? Really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a man. It's Smith. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. Makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To the air, it's Sayin. Looking down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The give to the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
The Red Raiders have a first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To throw, it's Morton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big guys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Wants to go up top. He's at the 30, the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And talk about a turn of events. 4th and goal. The defense is able to step up. They're not just going to swat this thing away, force the incompletion to get the offense back on the field. No, they're picking it off, and they're taking it all the way back for a touchdown. If they win this game, you're going to point back to that play right there as the play that made the difference.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Makes the grab. It's Eakin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the back. Fights off the defender. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down against defense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Peoples. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line really well. catch. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Why not trying to get it in? And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room, it's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
To the air on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Peoples. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morton. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the Red Raiders will move the sticks with the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Red Raiders are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got a little space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Texas Tech, 3.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll send the back in motion. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. change now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all
He's loose. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Oh, out of space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's going to fire deep. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominant.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Ready, break. Easy. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tight end now in motion. The offense changing the play. Try to get it to the edge. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. A quick pass to the left.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
Lots of running room. Past the 20. He's at the... And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
back. Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To the air, it's Sayin. Going up top. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
A first down run in the red zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. It's complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Let's send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to go deep. Threads it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game